All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And basically, Pete Carroll says he regrets not signing Colin Kaepernick back in, was it 2016 or 17? They end up going with, I can't remember who was their backup. At one point, it was Taraj Jackson, RIP to him, the Gump's finest. And they had Boykins, one of the quarterbacks from TCU. But I'm not buying it. All right, I'm not buying it. He said before he got on a press conference call yesterday, that some team called him and said they was interested in him. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. It just sound like a bunch of malarkey. He says that I knew y'all was going to ask me about Kaepernick question. It was a funny thing. I got a call before this press conference that somebody's interested in Kaepernick. So at the end of the day, let me start off there. Why would another team tell you what they're interested in? Why would another team call you and say, well, I'm interested in Kaepernick? No, that just sounds like he got a call from the league office telling him to say a team is interested in Kaepernick so he wouldn't have to answer all the questions. And maybe Pete Carroll did want to sign Kaepernick back in 2017 or 16, whatever it was, but the league wouldn't let him. And I believe that the league was whiteballing him, and they had orders from the owners, which you got to know the owners hire the commissioner. That's the messed up thing about it. The players don't hire the commissioner. The owners hire the commissioner. And I think it was a gag order on whoever wanted to sign Kaepernick. They was told that they couldn't sign him. Same thing with Antonio Brown. They were saying you can't sign him. If you sign him, you know, basically it's going to be consequences and repercussions. You know, so I believe that the league put a seal on top of teams signing Kaepernick. Even if they wanted to sign Kaepernick, the league told them teams not to. And I think Pete Carroll could say, "Oh, I regret not signing him. This, that, and the third." I don't believe it. You know, I don't think he regrets not signing him. You know, because I don't think he ever had the power to sign him. Paul Allen's the owner, or whatever the situation is. I don't think he stopped it from happening. I think he got orders from up higher from the other owners and the commissioner and the players and people that's hired him not to sign Colin Kaepernick. Right? You see Arena Football League quarterbacks were signed. Chase Daniels for the Lions, who couldn't even beat out Trubisky. Why does Trubisky have a job? People say, well, Kaepernick can't play. Look at this game he had at San Francisco. When has Trubisky ever had a year like Kaepernick had when he took the 49ers to the Super Bowl? Why is Alex Smith still in the league? He's trash. You know what I'm saying? Kaepernick took his job. At one point, Kaepernick did have a bad stretch in the 49ers. They went their course. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's going to come in the league and light it up and do what he did before, but why doesn't he have a job? Why? Sam Darnold is ass juice. Why did he have a job? And they keep giving him shot at the shot. Ben Roethlisberger was trash all last year. Why do he continue to have a job and not have no competition behind him? Why they can't sign Cam Newton? Nick Foles and Gardner Minshew, you know. Come on, Jacksonville, they can use a quarterback. Why does Fitzpatrick continue to get job after job? Come on. You can keep going on and on and on with quarterbacks that don't deserve to be in the league. He's not going to come in and start. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not buying what Pete Carroll is dishing out or what he's serving, straight up and down. Oh, I wish I would have signed. Everybody got regrets now. Oh, I wish we would have been more responsive to the black, you know, police brutality and white supremacy. We're the problem. Not everybody the problem. Now everybody want to put their hands up, you know. But when Kaepernick was bringing this up, didn't nobody want to address it. It took for 4 innocent black people to die for this to be addressed. Let that sink in. It took for 4 black people to die for this to come. From Ahmaud Arbery to Breonna Taylor to Drayshawn Reed to George Floyd. It took for all this to happen to raise your antennas. But I equate this to this. When people say, well, man, look at this guy. He's in great shape during the quarantine, or he's focused. Ain't nothing you can do but be focused. There's no other distractions going on right now. There ain't no sports, ain't no schools, and a lot of people not working. So, of course, now with the quarantine and the coronavirus, people can hone in. And their everyday life is slowed down, and now they can see the problem. Now people got tunnel vision. The true test is will they continue to have this tunnel vision when the world opened back up. And you see, after this happened, all of a sudden corona numbers magically disappeared, and you don't hear much about them. Now stay-at-home orders are being lifted. And now the reason people going back to work is not just because the economy is in the shitter. It was in a recession in February. We hit a recession in February, officially. So that ain't the problem. The issue is now that racism is becoming the forefront and people can see everything that's happening, everything is slowing down. Now everybody can see it. Now everybody said, well, I'm the problem. Oh, we got to do better. This, that, and the third. It took y'all 300 or 400 years to see this shit. From Rodney King to Emmett Till to Trayvon Martin to now. No. It's just that people have to focus on it. They can't run from it. They have to focus on it now. Because this is all is in the news. Now shit burning. Now people rioting. Now people picking. Now kids asking mommy why this happened. Daddy, why this happening? You have no other choice but to ignore it. But the true test is when we get through this, when the world open back up, you go to SeaWorld, Disney World, Disneyland, you go back to kids, go back to school, you know, you go back out to eat, you live your everyday life, you go back to work. Will you still be as responsive and will you still be able to sympathize with black people when this is over with? With the NFL, with all the players kneeling and saying they're going to protest, Negro, please, you waited 2 or 3 years late. You know, you should have did this with Kaepernick. We would have had this issue dressed and it'd have been a non-factor 2 or 3 years later. We wouldn't be talking about it. Address it now. Don't wait till it get to a point like this. So I don't respect, oh, I'm going to kneel, I'm going to protest. Man, come on. It's too late. So I'm not buying what Pete Carroll is saying. I'm not buying what none of these companies are saying. And they pushing this Black Lives Matter shit. What you got to understand, Black Lives Matter is still run by a white man. All these donations that's going to black people, that's supposed to go to black people, 90% of black people won't see it. Michael Jordan, I'm putting this to a cause. All this money gonna go into white people. It's gonna get white people hands. It's gonna get misused. So Michael Jordan and the NFL want to plug the money in. Go to the community. Go to these high schools and get them new computers. Go to these high schools and get them new football jerseys, new basketball shoes. Build them new gyms with that money. You know what I'm saying? Go to at-risk group homes and revamp their group homes. You know what I'm saying? Get them tutors that come in every week and get them classes, cooking classes and vocational classes. Get lower income families that. Plug the money directly into the streets. Build new recreation basketball courts and stuff of that nature. But they don't want to do that. That money is just going to go into the wrong hands. At best, you might see a few female group homes. A few females get the money. But black men never see that money. Go out there and start a mentorship program and fund what Barry Hunter doing down there in D.C. He can use that money. Put the money in the hands of black successful people that's not shady. Or plug it directly to the streets. Build new gyms, build new rec centers, revamp parks. You know, give group home kids direct tutors and programs and suits and ties and shoes. You know, take them on shopping sprees to learn how to be professional. Get them etiquette classes. You know, put the money into the streets, into the people that need it, but they won't do it. We had never seen them. I never seen a brother that has sick, and I got family members that got autism and all this. I never seen them on Make-A-Wish. I never see them get a chance to go to Disney World. All I see is the other getting those opportunities. I never see them plug the money in. I never see them plug the money into my people. I don't know one person that ever benefited from these donations that's supposed to go to the hood in my 31 years of living on this planet. I don't. The only person that's doing it the right way is Warwick Dunn. I never see these houses go to my people outside of what Warwick Dunn doing. And it's just the God honest truth. So I'm not buying what Pete Carroll is saying. Oh, I should have did it. And maybe Pete Carroll wish he would have done it. I think Pete Carroll would have did it. But he don't have the power to do it. The NFL is deeper than that. So I think it was a understanding that they wasn't going to sign Kaepernick. And remember those emails that was going to come out. But Kaepernick took a deal. And he had to take a deal because the NFL players wasn't going to support him. Look at the stupid CBA deal they took again. Had he went on with that lawsuit, they would have broke the CBA, but the players wouldn't have had his back. They would have signed a bad deal. So he did what's the best interest for himself. Whatever he got, they talking about was $5-6 million. Shit, he better at least got $100 million between him and Eric Reed out of that. But hey, it is what it is, man. I ain't buying what Pete Carroll saying about he wished that they would have signed the Seahawks. I just don't think he had an option to sign him. I think Pete Carroll would have signed him if he had the power to sign him. But he didn't have the power to sign him. And that's just my opinion on that, man. But it's a lot of fake black power yelling going on right now. And none of these black kids going to see that money. No black people going to see this Black Lives Matter money. But, hey, it is what it is. Check out our NFL playlist. Don't forget we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate is share the video. But let me know what you guys think about this whole Pete Carroll and Kaepernick situation. I just think it's fake. But I think we might see Kaepernick back in the league. But I really won't even play in the league if I'm Kaepernick after all of this. But y'all know what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. We gone.